The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. Throwing is Jackson. Being chased out left. And an alley to run. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down.
They brought the blitz that time, and I thought they were going to get to him, but instead, he flipped it on its ear and ended up picking up positive yardage.
I thought he was dead to rights, but you are exactly correct, sir. Able to turn that into a positive gain. Now a handoff looking right. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. 7 yards there and a first down.
We use the word relentless a lot with guys who are aggressive on the field. In this case, it really fits, doesn't it? How about his ability to break tackles and his feet never stop moving?
Running game working. They'll stick with it on first down. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a yard, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. And now Jackson will look to throw it. They'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. And he'll be brought down inside the 20 at the 19. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down. Not a big window to throw. Coverage wasn't too bad there.
Yeah, they had him under wraps pretty well, but somehow able to muscle his way open and catch the ball.
Check, 59.
From the gun on third down, Jackson buying time to his left. That's complete to his tight end, Seals Jones. That one good for 7 as this long drive continues and the chains move again.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
On 1st and 10, it's Jackson. Touchdown, Packers. Josh Reynolds, his 3rd touchdown now on the year, as his guys are first onto the scoreboard here this afternoon.
The catch and the touchdown, they were the end result of a terrific route run by the receiver.
Point after, right down the middle, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that matters is part 2, right? Because once they threw the interception and finished off the drive, that does them no good to go back and say, well, you know, we had a good one going. Finish things off. That's the only way you can get it done.
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Newton now to throw. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
You get a tight end like this, and you know he's used to dishing out punishment, but here, he's one that has to absorb the contact, and as a result, unable to hold on to the football.
So the failure to connect on 2nd down, that leaves him staring up here at a 3rd and 8. Eluding the pressure right. Extending the arm.
Oh, yes, it works.
Newton able to use those legs and get past the marker to pick up the first. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Cam fakes the give and keeps it. And a quick throw here, that's complete. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
Watch tight. Tight end's right. Watch tight. Tight end. 24 is the mark.
From the 41, Newton flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right side. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be third down. The Bears on third down. They've been good, 3 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 7. From the gun, here's Newton. And he's got Miller.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route, drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
2 minutes on the clock, second quarter, 7-0 ball game.
Single, slop. Hey, you're on an island. 20. Check 26, check 26. Hey, I'm coming after you. 24 is the mic. Short. It's defense focus. 24 is the mic. Come on, boy.
Now a first down throw for Newton. Steps away to his left, and it's incomplete. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Newton to throw, flushed out right. And this one taken in on the right sideline, but not in the field of play. They say it's incomplete. The throw led him a little too far. It brings up third down. Here comes the 8th play of the drive, and they need a full 10 yards on third down. Again, Newton. Forced out to his left. And that is incomplete.
You put just a little bit too much heat on that one. When you throw it to the outside, you do have to be careful because you got to keep it away from the defender, but you also have to give your own guy a chance, too.
On 4th down, here's Sam Martin on to kick it away. And he was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. And a great job on special teams to down it as this will be marked down inside the 5-yard line.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows the punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he's going to take this up past the 10 to about the 11. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
I think they're ahead of schedule now after that run. They might be bold with this 2nd down call after that type of a game.
Play action. Now Jackson. Steps away. Now he'll throw deep left. He rifles one that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and they will set up shop at their own 46-yard line. That had disaster written all over. You've got a right-handed quarterback, a rolling left, and throwing it pretty far downfield.
It's really difficult to do, to try and get your body twisted around into the proper position and get anything on the ball as you heave it downfield. And that's what it actually turns into a heave, and that's not really a good throw, is it?
Not good, and we saw the result. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check 18. Red, up.
A first throw for the backup Trubisky. They'll find Miller. That's complete. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. From midfield now, here's Trubisky, escaping the pressure right. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. A strong 8 yards will keep this drive rolling.
Mike 50. 6 man. Check cross.
first and 10. It's Trubisky. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Jair Alexander. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
Yeah, he's just trying to throw this ball into the hole in the zone, but those windows can open and close quickly, especially in the middle of the field. So if the timing's not right, we'll see interceptions like that one right there.
You ain't going nowhere.
After the interception, here's Jackson. Dancing to his left. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. So after the sack, here's 2nd and 14.
Here we go. Check.
Jackson now. Eluding the pressure right. Now on the run. He'll throw it back deep over the middle. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Here's Jackson. Being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. And they'll get him down about 3 yards short of the first. So we've reached halftime with just the lone touchdown here. 7-0 is our score. As we'll send you down to Orlando, we check in with Jonathan Coachman for our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, so it's the Packers set to receive the kick. They've got the lead as well as we are underway in the 3rd quarter. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They have the lead now. They'll be looking for some separation here as we begin the 3rd quarter.
I like the way you term that, because now I think they go a little bit deeper into their playbook. They like what they did in the first half. That worked okay. But in order to get the separation that you just talked about, change things up a little bit. Change your tendencies, try and hit them a little bit more with some things they didn't see in the first half.
We'll see if they do just that. The first play of the second half, a big success, over 30 yards. So the line of scrimmage moves all the way across the 50 now as they come up 1st and 10. To throw is Jackson. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Man, he got in there so quickly, Charles. What could the offense have done to adjust and account for that?
But what you're hoping is that you figure out and you see and get a clue that maybe there's going to be some pressure coming at you, and you change the blocking schemes. Maybe you go to max protection. The biggest one is maybe you bring your running back in to try and keep you clean. But in that case, that didn't happen. 0 accountability, and a sack resulted.
That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run. Well, make that now 2 completions for him on this drive, and these aren't ordinary completions. They're big ones.
Yeah, these are the types that make a secondary talk to each other, and not in a good way. Oftentimes pointing fingers. Hey, who's got him? Someone cover it. That type of indecision can open up to even more big plays.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Jackson. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it, and a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. After the interception, here's Trubisky. That's complete. It's Bell. And he's going to get this from the 6 out to the 12. A pickup of 6 as they double their workspace. 6 yards was the pickup on the last completion, so here's 2nd and 4. Now Trubisky. Throws right side, and that's complete. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. 19 yards to pick up there. Move the chains. Trubisky now 4 or 5 since coming on. It's 1st and 10. Bell. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
On 2nd and 9, Trubisky caught here by Bell. It'll be a 2-yard gain, and it'll be 3rd down.
A gain of 2 brings up 3rd and 7.
On 3. Motion.
On 3rd down, Trubisky. Flush to his right. On the run, he'll let this go deep right. That's caught at the 25. And they do finally get him, but he takes it to the 25.
And that might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. They haven't given them much to cheer for so far, and never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
18.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. He's going to go up top for the end zone. And that is caught. Touchdown, Bears. 25 yards for the touchdown. As they are an extra point away now from tying this football game. And he showcased his blazing speed on that one.
Was he wearing football cleats or track spikes? Because he was gone. Big-time play. And just think about what that does if you're a receiver on the team with him. Well, that's got to open things up for you as well, because if I'm a defense, I've got to get back deeper and deeper in order to keep him in front. But I'm not sure how many can actually keep him in front with that speed.
So we're right back where we started, all even as the kick's away. That'll be taken in the end zone.
Let's go.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. They had the interception last drive, led to the tying touchdown, so 7-7 the score as they begin 1st and 10.
Check 15.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give him 18 on that play, and Green Bay has the first as well. Jackson on 1st down. Short throw. This is Seals-Jones with it, and he'll get it down here to the 43.
And, partner, I think that's a great example that not all tight ends are created equal, because everything was right. Got the completion, but he's not one of the more dynamic guys in the league. So even though he caught it, couldn't turn it into much more.
To throw again on 2nd down. Jackson. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass.
Tighten up. Pull it together. Mike. 59. Target.
From the gun on 3rd down. Jackson, he'll get this one to Galladay. And he'll go out of bounds after taking it a little further down inside the 40. They get 5 out of that one, and it moves the chains. Jackson now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10.
He's coming.
Jackson will throw again. Flushed out right. Now he'll pull it down. And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. But this will fortunately wind up out of bounds. That one a broken play, but it ends up being a good play. The scramble goes for 20.
Watch the slip.
And as they come to the line, they will not be able to get off another play as time has run out on this third quarter. We'll return with more after this break. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. Now Jackson on first down, buying time to his left. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. Call it a pickup of 7, and that'll make it a second down.
And the big guy catches the ball out of the backfield, and oftentimes that's quite a surprise to the guys playing defense because not ordinarily thought as a pass catcher, it often works when they decide to dial it up.
Throwing again on second down. Jackson steps away to his left. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And down inside the 10 here before he's out of bounds right around the 7. 4 yards on the play, and that leads to the 1st and goal. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Jackson. That is caught at the 7-yard line. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. That'll bring up 2nd and goal after the gain of 5.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
They'll try to run it in with Jones. And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that's going to bring up an interesting 3rd and goal. They'll try to run this one in, and he'll take this one in for a Packer touchdown. A great effort there. His 2nd touchdown on the season, and the Packers have taken the lead. Extra point splits the uprights, and that makes the score 14-7. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. It doesn't matter where you start with the football now. They have to feel great about their opportunity.
Now here's a pass on first down that's knocked away and incomplete. After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20.
18.
Here's Bell. And this has been a familiar sight all afternoon as they stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of 1, and that's going to lead to a 3rd and 11.
Brings up 3rd down and 11.
Motion. Hey, check motion, man. Put your hand. Ball.
Out of the gun, Trubisky escaping the pressure right. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Josh Jones. And the return will stop right around the 25. This home crowd, they're happy with that call.
I like the way you said happy there, right? The so-called good guys didn't get a call. They feel like it's been that way all afternoon. You feeling their pain?
They finally got one.
Yes, they did.
They go play action with Trubisky. He's going to launch this thing way down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And he's going to take this one back to the 37-yard line.
Brandon, offensively, this has been a tough day for them. Trying to find a place to throw the football. It's been extremely difficult. I've got to give a lot of credit to the secondary, especially the corners who have had the receivers on lockdown.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the four fingers. Fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the four fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Now, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it. And let me tell you, if you're a running back, all you want to do is get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. And he's going to have to protect the football and take his lumps here at this stage of the game as they stop him behind the line. One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big third down. Here's Jackson to throw. Eluding the pressure right. Throwing deep for... And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 22. And to the 40-yard line, that's where the return stops.
Okay, it's real simple to say from here, but we know that sometimes as a quarterback, you've got to know when to say when and just throw it away. Flushed out to the right, tries to make something out of nothing here, and he winds up floating one downfield that gets intercepted.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Bell. Now a flag comes in from the umpire after a gain of about 4. And this looks like it's going to be holding. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. From the shotgun is Trubisky. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, it's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Throwing on 2nd and long. Trubisky going right side here, and that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. They'll run on 1st down. Bell. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8. 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
General West. Hey, Alpha. Mike 50. Alert, 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 alert.
He may try and run for this. And he's taken down inside the 30. A gain there of 12 yards and a 1st down for the Bears.
Partner, you got to like what they're doing right there. Little by little, they're getting closer. Another good pickup.
1st and 10 at the 28-yard line.
He'll look to throw. Forced out to his left. And, oh, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And the return here is stopped at the 35-yard line. Count them now, 6 interceptions between last week and this week. Now, the 3 picks last week helped them to a win. They're in the driver's seat once more.
And they're the ones that are doing all the leading, aren't they? Right? The 3 interceptions last week, that led to a victory. 3 interceptions so far in this game, that has them out in front. You often think of the offense driving things. In this case, it's the defense, not just holding teams, but creating big plays for themselves.
1st down, Packers.
Let's go. 18 game. All day. 66.
And despite the late lead, Jackson to throw. He'll find his tight end, Seals Jones. And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first.
First down, Green Bay.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our turn. Jim, 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 Jim.
Now they try the right side here. And I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining.
He's checking, he's checking, he's checking. Crash, crash. 36, 36.
Now a handoff looking right. Got some real estate inside the 30. That one covers 29 yards. First down.
Let's go.
And the Packers first down.
Ready. 70 ending. In your face. 22, jet, bomber. 22, jet, bomber. Watch twins. Shit, shit. Shit. Check, 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 check. Check, 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 check.
Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory, and they were really helped by their defense, forcing 3 turnovers.
I think what we saw in this one, today's defense. And what I mean by that is in the old days, pitching shutouts was big time. That was paramount. But the big thing was holding people down, holding down their yardage, right? Don't let them throw the ball through the air and gain a lot of... But now, it's about taking the ball away. Taking away possessions, getting the ball back for their offense. They had 3 takeaways in this one, and it led them to victory.
So for Green Bay, they're on a nice early roll as they move to 3-1 with a win here. And they will head back home next week. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they'll fall back to 500 at 2-2. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. I'm Brandon Gaudin. Certainly have to thank Charles Davis, my broadcast partner, and our entire crew. We'll catch you next time right here. It's the NFL on EA Sports.